Because I'm virtually responsible for wokeism, QAnon, which kind of became AI. Um, yeah, I'm not. I'm kind of responsible for World War and famine after 7 years of being buggered by the IRA and Sinn Féin and pseudo-military, like Garda Síochána and foreign investors. After the 7th year, I did turn around like Joseph and say, "You've been feasting on heaven for 7 years, and it's going to be 7 years of drought now because you haven't reaped, and you are going to sow what you've reaped in these 7 years, like a yearly Sabbath." And they did it for 7 years. And it happened, it happened. Maybe if I didn't see it, it wouldn't have happened, you know what I mean? But maybe he's going to fry your noodle later. If I didn't mention the vase, you wouldn't have broken the vase. But I want to talk about some business. I'm a businessman, War, it's not really business. I'm a businessman. I like to get back to business. Tariff wars, businessman. I don't know who the fuck I'm defending here, as usual. As I'm kind of responsible for loads of shit and this kind of thing, I think they have the ability to comb through all cold cases now and get the truth on the event. Fruit of knowledge. Yes, the infinite bounded history of fruit of knowledge, which, when you consume it or plant it, causes many problems in the world. Um, the Irishman, for example, was a cold case, and they might have said, "Who killed Jimmy Hoffa?" And they're asking AI, "Who?" That's a good question. Who's Jimmy Hoffa? You never heard of Jimmy Hoffa? Who killed? And you notice in the movie that Frank never said a word, but at the end they got it out of his orrery or his name. He's well dressed. He's in a heavenly place. He's somewhere he found comfort in life, and he's very well dressed. You didn't see him well dressed. You saw him with his cap and all the badges on, and he tells you the whole story. That's kind of like a dream scene of what they can do. They can sit you down and they can just get the truth out of you, elicit the truth out of you. So there's going to be a lot of blackmail, a lot of blackmail. There's going to be a lot of people busted. All the people that were using AI, all these advisors and consultants, they all got sacked because they're just sitting around earning loads using AI for years. They got loads and loads. And then we got Doge. And so we're just going to work with the AI. We're going to let it do its thing. Make it all better. Instead of making an enemy or AI your opponent, make AI your consulate and just do everything as best as it can do. That's probably what Trump is doing. And this has got kind of something to do with Trump. Because I think because of this shit, Epstein and everything has happened. I'm sick and tired of hearing about all this Epstein. And by the way, just like philologically, not so vulgarly moronic on the event. A pederast, like harassment, harassed or ped harassed is somebody that abuses or harms or exploits children. A pedophile is a local school teacher that genuinely cares for children. So just sick of the vulgar Latin. A pedophile is somebody that genuinely cares for kids. Pederast or a pederast is somebody that abuses or exploits or harms children. It's just annoying, and everybody said. I had some kids one time chasing me on my skateboard because you're moving fast and they just start chasing you. And like, pedo, pedo. I was like, I just turned around and kind of barked them away like hyenas a bit. Fuck off. I was like, there's something very wrong with the world when children are shouting pedo at a 40-year-old, not 40, but a 40-year-old man. Pedo means child. You're shouting child at a 40-year-old man and your children. I'm going to write a strongly worded letter to the Department of Education. More Latin, you know what I mean? Less Irish, more Latin. I don't mind Irish, but I think it was because you could die in mood. Languages ought to be taught literally, and I mean literally. That's a very, again, moronically compounded word, is it? Literally. So Irish is spoken like Yoda. I was teaching Irish kids, they speak like Yoda. Go to the shop, I did. Purchase tobacco, I did. Yeah, it's spoken Cannig made tobacco, whatever, and just tell the kids literally how it is, what the words actually literally mean. And different languages have different quirks and different styles and things, and you just tell them literally what the words mean. Like, there's no word for yes or no in Irish. You have to say some kind of affluent sentence like, sure, of course there was. There's no such thing as yes or no. There's like weird positive and negative sentences, say ta or nil, to make them positive or negative. Anyway, enough topic. Language. I'm talking about business. Now, it's best calm down. Oh, business. I was watching Epstein in an interview and things he said and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's a good point I'm going to make on Epstein while I'm here. Okay, so pederasts and pedophiles. he had this wife who was looked like, I don't know, not even like a local school teacher. She looked like she was older than him. I don't mean to be in any way disrespectful. Like she wasn't the sexiest fucking woman on earth. You know, she's very plain and weird. Probably had a great mentality or something. I don't think they were in as thick as thieves, but he, in all the photos that I saw, he genuinely was lovingly doting and staring at her. Genuinely doting, loving, and staring at her all the time. It doesn't strike me as somebody that's into kids or young, pretty models below the 16-year-old, around the 16-year-old belt. 20 is plenty, boys and girls. Because there are actually a lot of female pederasts out there. And that's just kind of wonder, maybe they're thick as thieves, maybe they're in it because they need women to help, all the grooming and things and procedures and tell the kids it's all okay, that's how it works. So the women play probably a big role in this and this stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna be a junior detective. Where am I going with this? Yeah, he looked like he was genuinely doting and looking at her like with love, absolutely. So I just think he's a pedo. Like, it doesn't strike me as somebody that looks like a pedo, and I can kind of look into people and check, and I don't think gambling or something, living life. But yeah, there was no kiddie fiddling there, and he's not a pedophile or pederast. Um, he was weird in the interview. Yeah, I'm a tier one. Yes, pederast. That's the lowest. It's the lowest. Yeah, but he didn't mind saying it. Was like, yeah, it was. His weird fucking honesty was strange. And I didn't dig the way he said, well, when you just think the name Rockefeller, you just think of, just exceptionally amazing. Like, fuck that. Generations ago, if I know what to do with some Rockefellers these days, and they ain't clever. I'm going to lunch. Now they're all hanging up there in a tower with Donald Rockefeller's face for his name. Oh, and he was trying to get photos that time. They were anyway. Feeding people flesh and feces and kicking them out windows all day. Yeah, I don't think they're going to find any intelligence there. We Rockefeller. I can't believe even JC said that proudly. We Rockefellers. Like, what are you saying? Do you know even what you're endorsing or what you're backing? I think Shady and Fiddy out the book are kind of annoyed about not being on that crew. You don't want in on that crew, man. Yeah, and that's what a Grammy is AI music. It's all AI. And they had those secrets for ages. And you get a Grammy for your good looks. Weezer, the clone Weezer, make an album in 2 weeks. Hey Google, play me a flute. And like Queens of Stone Age formerly or Smashing Pumpkins or like it takes us 2 years and fucking minimum to make an album. 2 months. It's like there's a faster method out there. Wouldn't mind knowing because it takes at least 2 years and they're fucking good at songwriting and playing music. Right, where am I going? I don't know what I'm talking about now. There's supposed to be a topic on business. Epstein, yeah, Epstein. At least he kind of uses his original Jewish name, like some people. Copperfield, whatever his name is. Davy Copperfield. I think the reason he says, don't call me Rockefeller, Mr. Rockefeller, is because when he's out and about, he doesn't want to be known as Mr. Rockefeller. Call me Davy. Don't mention the fact that I'm a Rockefeller. You get mugged or something, don't you? He can sort of hiding up in towers, causing schizophrenia in the area while they just sit around. That's why New York's such a fucking batshit mad hole, imagine. Anyway, business. I'm not going to my presentation. Business. I saw a movie, I saw parts of a movie called Harry Brown, and it had Colin Farrell, our talent, and Ray Winston, my man, Frenchie, only me. Oh, that's another video I want to make for Hugh Hefner, prostituting myself from fucking butler or maid service, and I'm celibate, so I won't be messing with the bunnies or the ladies in most respect. And I want to just clean and beautiful house. There's nobody worth serving, Mr. Hefner. There's just nobody these days worth service. Mary Poppins problems. Oh, Chili Andrews. Anyway, business. Yeah, so this movie Harry Brown, and Ray Winston wanted to please Colin Farrell, and he got some guy that bet him up. So we got the guy that got you. We bet him. Yeah, we have him here for you. Didn't appreciate that ourselves. And he had him fucking stripped naked or something. It's like, man, he's fucking circumcised or something. It's like, I got jumped by the Nation of Islam. and maybe Islam don't get circumcised at all, or they're against it. And he kills him anyway. No, no, it doesn't matter. He was trying to flatter him on the event. Anyway, it doesn't matter. No, that's a murder, and you're in on it. Now, that happened. We had this is under camera. Now you're all in on this. I think I did make this movie. Did I not make this movie? I did make a movie. Yeah, about devotional services. So yeah, people in like politicians, Republican politicians, actually Russian politicians is where I got the idea from, because I was thinking like I'd love to be a butler like Frenchie. I mean, just be like, no matter those committed fucking butler, like fucking Batman's butler, you know what I mean? Fucking, it's just because it's hard to find and it's a nice niche, and just be somebody's fucking right hand man. I was actually thinking about, if you get aligned with this, and a good thing in life is to get aligned with the mentality of heaven. And then once you're aligned with the mentality of heaven, you're going to be kind of welcoming in heaven, aren't you? Because you're going to be already trained up. So it's kind of the design. To be a right hand man, like you can't be number one. A lot of people out there want to be number one, want to be God, want to be the king of the world, want to be the devil, master of this world or universe or something. They all want to be number one. It's like, I think it's better off to be like number 2 or 3, because number 2 is probably going to be his missus, and maybe just being like number 3, and it's like, yeah, because then like you're not going to be wanting to be number 1, and then God might let you close to him and say, yeah, you're not going to try and usurp me and steal my wife of heaven. Yeah, most faithful fucking servant. I am thy fellow servant. Please do not bow before me. That's what is predicted. I said, and that's what I said. So it is the thing of commitment and service and genuine servility, or genuine servility. So Russian republicanism kind of things, they all have guns pointed to each other's heads, don't they? It's one big circle of men holding a gun next to the person in front of them. It's not exactly a circle of brothers with their arms on each other's shoulders and a Bible by their chests. So I thought was kind of cool, Masonic poetry or some sort, or rituals. I don't like think about rituals, but like that sounds nicer, doesn't it? A circle, and they all got Bibles on their chests, or Book of Creed on their chest, and their hands on their shoulder, each of their shoulders, watching their backs. But they all kind of got guns against the back of the head, so they're not to fuck up, because they're going to get fucking. Sound more German. So it's not very genuine or sincere, but it is very airtight. Confidence. We're talking about confidence now. So speaking of the matter of confidence, you don't really make confessions in church when you go to talk to Jesus or try to befriend Jesus. You place your confidence in Jesus, so you can tell him all your secrets and all your sins or all your worries or your concerns or any doubts or concerns, brother. You place your confidence in Jesus. It's not really confession, it's confidentiality. You got a friend in Jesus. And he don't snitch. No, he don't snitch. So when there's a lot of snitching going on, you want to check out Christianity. Silence is golden. So this matter of genuine confidentiality that you would like to find in a butler who's never going to screw with your wife or girlfriends or stuff, or your property. He's never going to hustle you. He'll always be Jimmy Tight Lips when he's talking about you or mentioned about you. Not going to be stupid about the occasion. I just wanted that. I didn't want to be like the big man. Even if I did have a big gigantic fucking mansion, I'd just go around playing Cinderella, cleaning the whole place. It'd take constant maintenance, and I'd just be so fucking happy. It's like, who's the man in charge? It's like, me. Dressing like a raggy Cinderella dress, like fucking stoned off my head. Like, having a ball is what I'm having. Fucking having a ball. For the love of God, man, put on a dress. Anyway, so yeah, it's just an appeal. I squeeze that Hugh Hefner thing in there because it does kind of relate to the topic of confidence and servility and genuine servitude. So yeah, this whole got a bullet to your head thing, like you see in Harry Brown. There's a lot of that in the business world. Lots, especially in the Republican business world, the American business world. You're probably going to have to witness a child being killed in front of everybody, just so everybody's in on it. Like Andrew said, remember, we're all in on this together. We're all in, because everybody will be fucked if somebody's fucked, unless you kind of pick it apart in a strange way, which they're trying to pick it apart in a weird way. But so they all, strangely and sadly, have to do this kind of gangster thing. And I'm not advising it anyone out there, just to let you know, because just like I said, it can be picked apart if you do this kind of keep a crime over one another, crime umbrella. There's so many ways to deal with it. There's so many, no, not ways to deal with it. There's so many ways it can fall apart. There's so many. Like if Harry Brown was told that right there and then, bang, shot, you're in on a murder now. Right, it was witnessed by all my bros, and we have it recorded in the corner there. And he's like, all right, cool, whatever. And he just goes out right away and just talks to a fucking detective, a senior detective. He's like, I just got tried to rope into murder, fucking blackmail, murder, leverage. He could just go right there and then do it. Like, he could just agree. There's so many loose ends to doing that dark umbrella. So many loose ends. And there's so much fake confidence in one another. Like, they don't trust one another. They're just held, bound reluctantly to one another. So it's not genuine confidence. Anyway, like I've said before, Trump is the most successful businessman probably in the Western world of some sort. Not maybe the most, but he's up there, obviously. Must be genuinely up there with the Rockefellers. And you know myself, but I just got gifted a holy Christian massive fortune for nothing. They're like, you're not gonna give Kurt Cobain 50 million for his little punk rock album. I didn't even get 1 million. I got nada. I got killed. I got snuffed. I got silenced and defamated, humiliated, cheated, and now hunted and constantly monitored. Only people that watch my videos are people that are probably hunting me. So I got 3 or 4 views. That's that's probably it's the IRA. Actually, I nearly got in a lot of trouble because I talk a lot of shit about the fucking IRA and crap on this, and then you notice I get heat on the streets, and it's like, they are watching my videos. Notice they are, so isn't it pissed them off, or I put them in their place. I get heat on the streets. It's like, that's probably where it's coming from. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for like and subscribe. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. All my view time goes to the people that are hunting me. Just twisted little circle. Anyway, so Trump and probably Epstein. I think Epstein's some. I don't know if he is smart, but he's acting smart. He's talking smart. He's kind of talking smart. I think it's some kind of Epstein. And these people, mostly, and all of these people are going to be dragged into something. And you have to be cool with it. I think I might have said it. Yeah, I said it in another video, but like in Training Day, when he offers him the mad crack pipe or something, or the meter, he's like, "No, I'm not going to smoke drugs, man." And he stops and puts a gun to his head. It's like, if you ever deny drugs on the streets, you're dead, and I'll be dead. So I may as well kill you right now. It's like, cop on. It's like, you're a narc detective. Anyone on the streets that want drugs will take any drug offered to them. Any pill, they'll take it. It'll try it. They'll give it a go. The drug users. You're a narco detective, and you just turn down drugs at Training Day. So he needs him in on it. He made a good point. Denzel always made a good point in those justifications in those movies, but he still did put PCP and heroin and some loads of crap in the pipe, and then threatened to flip it on him. So again, this mad leverage that he has on his new rookie, and they all need leverage because there's no genuine confidence. So yeah, this is a weird thing that they all need to protect one another then because they're all in on it. So this whole I just had the Democrat thing there. It's like, we're coming for you and you're protecting pedophiles. And I was like, oh my Jesus. You're coming for wealthy men that are all sadly linked in it, like the Russians with guns next to their heads and some weird fucking confidence chain. And yeah, I don't know what you're going to be messing with, darling, because you're going to be messing with all of them. You know what I mean? So long as their circle is holding tight and Andrew or whatever it's going. But there's going to be kind of a lot of them. They're going to be very powerful people. Very powerful people. I know. I've dealt with them. They kill me. They kill me so many times. Even so, you know, good things don't die. And yeah, no, a bit of a torn in their side. So isn't that really? But anyway, talking about business, ladies and gentlemen, and how to say pederast or pederast properly. Yeah, I already defended Sean Combs on this big time. In a RICO case, we can. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do in a RICO case. I'm going to make a meta RICO case. If you want to bust one pimp, the wealthy. He's not pimp, sorry, he's Puff Daddy. If you want to bust one player, or for allegedly being a pimp, then I want to see you busting every single other fucking pimp on the streets. And, until it's all going on, it's not going on. He's rich. You're just busting him because he's rich. You're not going to get mixed up with some crack pimp fucking on the streets with some black girls holed up in a fucking hostel. And if you touch him, you're going to be so fucked by some gang and 2 other gangs and all the gangs. He's got all the gangs because he's got the girls. You're not going to go there. You're not going to bust actual fucking rotten fucking horrible lady abusing pimps. You're just busting Sean. Sean comes with his warm towels and his selection of fruits and crackers and cheeses that I've never seen, and personal lotions to suit all allergenic concerns. And I'm not having some random taxi driver come over to collect you. My man will be coming over, a person to collect you to make sure you get everywhere you need to go and you get where you need to get back safely. Monster. They were white girls. They were white girls. Oh my god. It's just something stupid. I hated the way they played it. And the freak offs, they kept saying it. It was so racy. Oh, it was so bad. And the freak offs would occur regularly. Oh, that was so racy. That was so offensive. You think you could have said like Article 6, and the Article 6s occurred every, dirty, dirty rhetoric. To get away with it in a courtroom with rhetoric. Some fucking ancient Greek times. Anyway, yep, so, what am I saying here? I don't know what the fuck I'm saying here, yeah. Talking about business, talking about confidence, talking about circles of men, guns next to the back of each other's heads, or hands on their shoulders, or both. No, not got no room for a Bible, man. It's America. Actually, yeah, talking about weird things in America. Donald Trump, he used to be good, he used to be really good with the words and the talking. I think he's just tired. I feel bad kind of when he slips up because he's always had such self confidence and he actually gets away with it by being so mega self confident. He's been slipping up loads lately. I think he said Rocket Man. Oh no, he thought Rocket Man. Pinball Wizard was written by Elton John. It's like Elton John. It was The Who. It wasn't really a great tune. I never liked The Who. Corn. And what else did you catch on recently? I'm not breaking his balls, but I just thought it was a weird thing to say. I was asked about the Super Bowl. I was asked about Big Bunny, or he wasn't even asked about Bad Bunny or anything. I had something to say about that. Oh yeah, was there any Hawaiian flag or something? I said, or the Canary Islands. Did Bad Bunny have all like these Pacific islands and things that America probably own? It was just all. I thought it was a Cuban flag. It's the same flag as Puerto Rico and Cuba. Where am I going? I can't remember. Oh yeah, asked about do you think there's anything that can unify America? And he started talking about a new government initiative to tidy up voting stuff. This is a weird answer. It's like anything that could unify America. And it would just be like, Jesus, Christianity, and even our massively diversing faith that we examine in this country. Something like that. Anything. Super Bowl itself is a great common sense of unity. Anything. So many things you could have said. Water, clean water. I got clean water. Yeah, but then some was weird government initiative. He just wanted to plug it. And I wanted to plug it. That's a weird answer. It's going to tidy up voting. Anyway, it wasn't a weird answer. I'm not sure how to interpret anything. Interpretation. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'd be tired. He doesn't look like he sleeps. He really sleeps for like 1 hour a day on it, or an hour a day on a dream machine, or Anyway, to conclude, here's a job. Yep.